Worst poopy diaper story ever. Let's go.
It's Bonnie, and I'm here to talk about the grossest poopy diaper I have ever had to deal with. So, this is what happened. Me and my husband were up in our bedroom. We were laying in our bed, and my daughter was sitting on my stomach, and she just had her diaper on. And we're sitting there playing with her, giggling. She was giggling, and it was fun. And all of a sudden, she made the worst noise, and we knew immediately that she had pooped. Well, all of a sudden, I started feeling warm running down my stomach and my side, and we realized that she leaked out of her diaper. Well, my husband, being quick as he is, he he took his hand and put it underneath the stream of poop that was running down my side and caught it. So here we are, both laying in the bed. I mean, this is a great visual. Me holding her, and my husband laying there holding, poop in his hand, and we're like both trying to figure out how we're going to get this cleaned up, because we didn't want to use like our comforter or anything like that, and we were trying to not get it on the sheets. So somehow my husband finagled himself and got his feet and found like the first thing he could get with his feet off the floor, and it was a pair of his boxers. So he ended up, wiped all the poop off of me, and we got her cleaned up and stuff, and the boxers promptly made their way into the trash, right after.
Hey, it's Deandra. So my worst poopy diaper story. It's been a while since I've had poopy diapers, I guess. But I've had my fair share. So I know that I've had some pretty bad ones. I've had the, poopy up the back, and so gross they're not even worth saving the clothes, which is sad because a lot of times it was really cute stuff. And we're potty training right now, and we have an accident every now and then. That's not fun to try and clean up panties with poopy in them. So I don't really have one in particular that stands out in my mind, but I have had my fair share, believe me. So I thought I was totally past the whole diaper blowout situation, when they're little and they have all those weird runny poops and you don't know if they're normal or not, all that stuff. So I guess he probably had some type of bug or something like that. And he was just hanging out in the living room, and I looked and he had this huge wet spot on his back. It's like a big circle on his back, and I thought, maybe his sippy cup had leaked all over him or something. I don't know. So I went and picked him up, and I was like, man, that's really wet. And then I look, and there's like poop running down my arm, and so I'm like, oh no, this is awful. So I'm carrying him, like out in front of me, a good 3 feet, running to the bathroom and get him to the bathroom and take off his clothes, and I realized it was like a root beer float coming out of the top of his diaper. It was all foamy and just disgusting. So anyway, I'm like stripping him down, cleaning him off, putting him in the bathtub. Then I realized it's on my pants and on my shirt and all this stuff, so I'm pretty gross too. So I took off of my pants. I'm down to my underwear, guys, bathing my kid, and guess what time it is? Oh, time for hubby to come home. So he comes through the door. Here I am in my, nice cotton underwear and bra, looking fabulous, cleaning my poop-filled kid off, and my husband's like, what is going on?
Chapman from themothertongue.com, and Desiree asked me to tell you all about my worst poopy diaper story. So, I'm going to tell you about the time when my son, who is now 6, when he was 2, he got Giardia, and that is a parasitic worm that you get in your intestinal tract, and what that meant for us is that every single night for 3 months, 3 months, 90 days, 3 months, every single night, from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., he would have explosive diarrhea and throw up continuously, pretty much, from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., and he was fine the rest of the day, and it was horrible, and we had like 10 sets of sheets, and we wore holes in them, and we washed them so much. So that happened all summer, and we called it the summer of puke, and that is my worst poopy diaper story.
Hello, fellow Momtineers. It was my oldest daughter, Angelina's first birthday, and it was her first run-in with cake. And for those of you who know me, I own the cake spot, and so I do custom cakes. But at this point, I hadn't started yet, so I had just bought like a cake from Walmart, and it was one of the ones that they airbrush and do all the colors on, and she had wanted Tinkerbell. So I got this big Tinkerbell sheet cake, and we set it in front of her, and we had the video camera ready and the cameras and everything, and we let her dig in. Well, this child ate literally a whole sheet cake. I mean, it was just disgusting. And the whole time I could hear my mom in the back of my head saying, "Don't let her eat all that." Well, I actually literally heard her during the day. And then later that night when she was eating it, I heard her in my head saying, "Don't let her eat all that. She's going to get sick." Well, we wanted the pictures and the video and stuff. So we let her eat it. Well, like an hour or so later, we were, playing with her, and she started to look kind of sick, and then she started gagging. And then it was like straight out of The Exorcist, like, blah, puke, green, like from the airbrushing on the cake, frosting just spewing out of her. Yes, this is a poop story. Just hang on. So I had my shirt, and I caught it in front of me, and it's all down in there, and I'm thinking, yes, Mommy of the Year, caught it all, saved the carpet, blah, blah, blah. No, because like right after it happened, I have this happy, smiling baby, feeling so much better. But then the rumble happened. And I know some of you mommies know the rumble that I'm talking about. It's that rumble that says like, oh my gosh, I've got to get to the bathroom like ASAP. Well, she had the rumble. And then all of a sudden, I'm holding her out in front of me, and I've got puke in my shirt and puke on my hands and arms, and I'm, holding her out there. And then it happened. And the poop, green, just starts streaming out of the diaper, down the legs, on the carpet. So I've got baby, puke in the shirt, poop on the carpet. Not a good combo. Have a good day. Happy pooping.